Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Insomniac Spider-Man videos. Today I will be talking about boss battles. It seems like this is a tricky aspect of a game to master. Spider-Man games have had their ups and downs. Spider-Man 2 had some good ones, but at times there were some annoying parts to it. I think it stemmed from the lack of functionality from the Spider Sense / counter button. And don't get me wrong, I love this game, but it seemed like whenever I was facing Doc Ock, it was nearly impossible to beat him because whenever it would give me the Spider Sense to say dodge right now, I would not be able to do it that well. Because I felt like whenever I pressed it, it was like a little bit off when Spider-Man would actually perform the action of dodging. Ultimate Spider-Man had some good boss battles, like when you were Venom facing Wolverine. That was pretty cool. And just all the boss battles between Spider-Man and Venom. Web of the Shadows was decent. But I've only played part of that game. I haven't actually gotten to the last battle, so I don't really know how good that one is, but people have said it's good. But I think the worst of all were the Amazing Spider-Man games. I feel like they were too easy. I mean, sure, I died a couple of times while in the boss battles, but they were still too easy, I think. I can remember distinctly when I finished the final boss battle in The Amazing Spider-Man, I can remember thinking that it was indeed too easy. It was just, I don't know, it just felt like it was over too quick. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 also had weak ones, like the Shocker. I felt like that was pretty bad. But from what I've seen, I think we can be pretty hopeful with Insomniac games on Spider-Man PS4. Recently, I've been playing Ratchet and Clank on PS4. I've never played Ratchet and Clank before, like on the PS3, but I have been pleasantly surprised with this. The boss battles are, great. It does a great job of not sticking to patterns. So many boss battles appear interesting and a little difficult in other games, but then as you figure it out, you realize that all you have to do is the same thing over and over again. I think a good example of this is in Batman Arkham Origins, when you're facing Deathstroke. It seems like they hyped it all up before the game came out, but then when you actually got to fighting him, it wasn't that bad at all. But Insomniac, as I have seen, does not do that. And I think it is largely due to the multiple weapons in Ratchet and Clank. You have to constantly figure out what the best thing to use at that moment is. And this could definitely be carried over to Spider-Man. Instead of using weapons, there could be different types of webbing, whether it be just a regular web darts, or just different types of attacks, not just punching over and over again. So overall, Insomniac just needs to keep doing what they're doing, like in Ratchet and Clank, and just carry it over to Spider-Man, and give each villain their own unique personality and ways of doing things, and have Spider-Man need to adjust to those things. So just make each particular boss challenging, but not too difficult because of faulty gameplay. Before I end the video, I just want to add one more thing. When Spider-Man PS4 comes out, I'll be doing a gameplay walkthrough of it. So whether that be January 20th of 2017 as rumored, or whether it is late in 2017, I'll be doing a gameplay walkthrough of it. But until then, I'll be trying to get out as many of these videos as I can. Just thinking about Spider-Man PS4. So just keep watching this channel. There'll be some good content. Stay stuck to these videos, webheads.